Calvin Ridley could be the only big-time receiver to hit the free agent market. So should the Chicago Bears pursue Ridley in free agency? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Y'all, Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about if they should pursue one Calvin Ridley in free agency. Now, why am I talking about Ridley over some of the other guys? Well, that's because the other guys aren't available anymore. Michael Pittman's going to get tagged if he hasn't been already. The Colts have been very adamant about that. I know T. Higgins did get tagged. Mike Evans re-signed with the Bucs. So, like, all of a sudden, the top three receivers that we thought were going to hit free agency, they're not going to anymore. And I sort of saw that coming. Mike Evans was the guy I thought maybe he could test it out, but I thought he was definitely always going to go to a contender, and I didn't want him on the Bears anyways. T. Higgins was really my guy, but I had a hard time seeing the Bengals let him go for nothing. And Michael Pittman, similar story. But Calvin Ridley, he could potentially be available because the Jags used their franchise tag on Josh Allen, the defensive end. And so Ridley did not get tagged, and so he could hit the market. Now, I think the Jags want to bring him back. I think Trevor Lawrence likes him. But if another team puts up and ponies up a big offer, you could potentially get Ridley. Now, should the Bears pursue Ridley? And let's just talk about Ridley's season last year. Played all 17 games, which is big, right? He stayed healthy, played all 17 games, just over 1,000 receiving yards on 76 catches and 8 touchdowns. So he had a solid year last year as the Jags kind of de facto wide receiver one. His production was a little volatile for sure throughout the year, but he was fairly solid. I like Ridley. To me, it's all about price. If we can get Ridley at an affordable price, I'm all for bringing him in because I definitely think he's a wide receiver two-ish, right, beside DJ Moore. Or he could be a wide receiver one as well, but like Moore is better. And you could still get somebody in the draft as well versus like if you were going to get like a Higgins or a Mike Evans or Pittman. These guys are all bona fide wide receiver ones. I think Ridley's hovering around that wide receiver 1-2-ish range. But yeah, it's all about the dollars for me. If we can get him at a solid deal, let's bring him in. Let's get more weapons for whoever our quarterback is. But if we have to pay top dollar for him, like he wants big money, then I'm going to look towards the draft. And I think we can get pretty good receivers in the draft as well. And then in free agency, I've mentioned this guy before, which is Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel would be a great sort of bargain option for us. I think he can do a little bit of everything, go in the slot, outside, inside. You can use him everywhere. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife. And he's young, so I like that. So Curtis Samuel's a guy I would probably target again if Ridley's too expensive or not available. But you also have the draft, obviously, Malik Neighbors, Rome Odunze, Marvin Harrison Jr. If you somehow end up with one of those three guys, it's a home run. But there's a chance they're gone before the Bears pick at 9, potentially, right? We'll see, or we'll see if the Bears trade back. But yeah, overall, for folks, to me, I don't mind Ridley. The price has to be right. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get somebody cheaper in free agency, or I'm going to go ahead and draft a receivers. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.